Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies as we continue with part 40 of The Beginning of Masonry by Frank C. Higgins. The Lion in Freemasonry. The several allusions to the King of Beasts that was encountered in our Masonic ritual are generally accepted as exclusively biblical. This is not, however, the fact. The great significance of the lion and all manner of symbolic associations date from the first inception of the Zodiakos system of measuring the heavens and timing the great astronomical cycles, which appointed the sign of a lion, fiercest and most redoubtable of beasts, as that of the summer solstice, the moment of the year's most adherent solar vigor. Speaking as astrologers are wont to express these things, the sign of the lion is the house of the sun, and the terms have thus came to be particularly synonymous. It is interesting to Masons who carry the lion of the tribe of Judah as one of the armorial quarterings of their royal arch banner, and on the seals of many grand lodges to know that the current Masonic date is arrived at by adding the numbers of the year BC, approximately the true number being 3,995, at which the summer solstice entered the sign of the lion, to the year AD in which we happen to be. The truest manner of carrying on the calendar is by means of the slow movement of the equinoctial points round the circle of the ecliptic, which accounts for every instance of time without the necessity of computing leap years and extra months. But in the course of time, these points inevitably pass through and out of given signs into their neighbors, which occasioned great confusion. As each time this occurred, a disturbance of religious symbolisms with which people had been familiar for several thousand years ensued. In all cases of which we have record of, changes have been made, the basis of new religious concepts which have affected universal revelations. The change from the lion to crab in BC 1835 was the occasion of the organization of the Israelites, the tropics taking thenceforth the name of Cancer and Capricorn. And the next change, 2,160 years later, brought out the Edict of Constantine the Great declaring Christianity the religion of the Roman Empire. For this was the occasion of the Great Council of Nicaea in AD 325. Osiris being awakened by Anubis, while his soul hovers above, about to return to the body. Note the bear in the form of a lion. The Hebrew name of the lion especially relates to this periodical change, for it is Ura, or 1 plus 200 plus 10 plus 5, equaling 216. The digits of 2,160, which added together make 9, or 3 times 3. The God of Israel was the mathematical center of the universe, the point within the circle of the ecliptic, which was supposed to be its outer edge, and his symbolism resided in the four beasts, which still constitute the arms of the fraternity, the lion, eagle, bull, and man, referred to in the first chapter of Ezekiel. These are the 2nd, 5th, 8th, and 11th signs, their numbers adding to 26, that of the great and sacred name, JHVH, Jehovah. We have frequently had to refer to this number 216 in the course of these papers, as the sum of the cubes of 3, 4, and 5, and the number 6. It is the basis of the ancient names for man and woman, Iju and Ijah, and is one of the most important numbers of the Hebrew Kabbalah, in the depths of which lie buried the nature secrets of which the Torah gives only external hints. The prevalence of the lion, eagle, bull, man symbol all over the ancient world is proof positive of the contention of the Israelites that at one time all the peoples of the earth worshiped the true God, but with the exception of themselves fell into idolatry. India, Persia, Babylonia, Assyria, Phoenicia, and Egypt all employed these figures in various ways, but especially that of the lion, which, representing the sun, was adopted as the symbol of divinely bestowed royalty. The name of King Solomon, whose throne was approached through an avenue of 12 lions, was composed of the letters SLMN, which as 60, 30, 40, 50 represented the lion cub 2160. All of these things are part of a huge puzzle which tend to show that no matter in what direction man went or under what aspect man studied the universe, the great architect, Jehovah, was always at the center of every situation. Hailing the risen Horus, mask hierophants in the ancient Egyptian mysteries from tomb painting. Therefore, the Lion of Judah is no more nor less than the Lion of JHVH, for one has only to exchange one of the H's, which is a 5, for DA or 4 plus 1, to see that the word is the same. In the great cosmic year drama of which we have been talking, the fruitful principle of nature, slain by the vicissitudes of winter, must be raised to restore vigor and vitality, which is not attained until the young spring sun has attained the sign of the summer solstice. From BC 1835, Eris the Lamb was the sign of the vernal equinox, while Cancer the crab was that of the summer solstice. The Egyptians made much of this symbolism because the rise of the Nile and the consequent fertility of their land occurred at the latter period. Now, on the circle of the ecliptic, the spring equinox and the summer solstice are just 90 degrees apart. The Egyptians reckoned the speed of the sun at a degree a day. Although they lost 5 days and 6 hours thereby, which was overtaken at the end of the year, just 2 weeks after the summer solstice, the wandering dog star Sirius, or Anubis as the Egyptians called it, first rose with the sun, and at the same time the floodgates of the Nile were loosened. Adding 14 to 90 gives 104. Anyone who will take the trouble to examine a map of the heavens will see the sign of the crab lies just under the outstretched paw of Leo the lion, while the number 104 is 4 times 26, one of the most sacred of the Kabbalistic formulas, expressed in Jods, Ha's, and Vins. The name of the power that gives new life to nature is JHVH, HIH, HVVH, VIHIH, Jehovah who worked, who art, and who ever shall be. The secret formula of the ancient Magi. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.